Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Last episode I did mention that we want to get into Spatial IO, so I decided to extend our platform by a teeny tiny bit. I also put everything on auto crafting, so let us get started. We need the Spatial IO port, obviously, and we need a lot of pylons, I guess. Let's go with 128. The normal storage cells that we have are going to store items. The cells in Spatial IO are just going to save the structures and send them to an alternate universe. It's basically a compact machine, that's it. However, you might notice that they have different types of storages. For example, this one, which is the smallest one, can save a structure which is a 2x2x2. Then we go to 16 by 16 by 16, and then we can go to 128 by 128 by 128. That's a massive structure, I know. Another thing that you should remember is that when you want to get into Spatial IO, your system is going to go through a lot of power. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make a few of these super dense energy cells. These are from mega cells and each one can hold almost 13 million RF. In between the episodes I have already made 2 of them, now we have a total of 10. Well, 11 if you count this one. In addition to requiring a ton of power, it also requires to have channels. I'm not really sure how much we are going to use Spatial IO, so I'm just going to make a very temporary P2P tunnel. You know, something that I would be able to remove later on. So we take the one from the top. And yeah, this is a very long cable, I know. But if we copy the settings here, we should have channels. We can have the Spatial IO port. And the reason that the Spatial IO is offline is because I made a teeny tiny boo-boo. I have a P2P tunnel over here connected to the cyan cable. And then from that P2P tunnel, I made another one. That's a boo-boo. So we cut you from here and we connect you to this one. This one goes directly into the controller. So now if I put the IO port again, network booting, perfect. It's online. So as I have already mentioned, what we're going to do is that we're going to scan a structure. And in order to scan the structure, we need some scanners, which in our case, they're called spatial pylons. It's 3-dimensional, so we need to go X, Y, Z, you know. You get the gist. So it's not going to scan anything which is here, but it will scan anything which is up there. So just as an example, if we make one of these garbage spatial storage cells, this is a 2x2x2, we would be able to put the storage cell inside the Spatial IO port, give it a redstone signal, and it's gone. I missed it by 1 block, but you see, this part is gone. If we want to bring it back, voila. So if we want to send the entire thing to another dimension, there you go. And then we can bring it back, obviously. So now we want to make some sort of a compact machine, which I want it to be 17 by 17 by 17, I guess. So yeah, something in this size. Since this is a massive structure, yes, I do understand there's nothing here, but it's still air, and we're going to save the air. The thing is, you might notice that it needs 706 million applied energy 6 power, and our max capacity is 140. That is because our power efficiency is at 14.5%, and if we want to increase it, we need more pylons. I just added a teeny tiny bit over there, you see? Now it has increased. And remember, each pylon is going to take a few channels, so we're kind of limited. So now the efficiency should be a bit better. Yeah, 24%. We can add 1 more row. This is why I made so many of them. How are we doing on power with 2 more rows? Not amazing. I needed way more pylons. Let's make 40 more. And I think after this, our power supply should be enough. Is it? Not really. The question is, how many channels are we using? 7. So we can have 1 more row. Like that. It doesn't have to go to the end, don't you worry. Now we need 117 million and our cap is almost 41 million. A very teeny tiny boo-boo that I made was that this side wasn't 17 blocks. It was 15, so I increased it to 17 and now we have power issues. Well, there are 2 ways that we can approach this. One of them is that we add more pylons, you know, by using some cable anchors. And of course the other way was to just add more energy cells. But we go with this one. Yeah, now it needs 107 million. I can add more, why not? Let's be efficient. Another thing that you might notice is that the 16 spatial storage cell gives you a capacity of 16 by 16 by 16. And we're at 17 by 17 by 17. So we have to go with the 128 cubed. Yeah, I guess that's efficient enough. For me. So normally what you would do is that you would start making a structure inside the pylons and then you can send it to an alternate dimension. But what we are going to do is that we're going to go to the ultimate direction and then build the structure that we want. So the storage goes in and I'm going to press the button. Oh, I forgot to mention that yes, I do have my advanced dislocator so I can always get back, but if you don't have an advanced dislocator or any means of teleportation, you're stuck in a very stupid cell. Let's go. Yeah, that's it. So even though everything is black, you might notice that there's a wall here. I brought a lantern, I don't think that's necessary. No, it's not dark. I just marked everything with white concrete. This is the space that we have to work with. And you know, this is the maximum height. Anyways, I am going to save this place on my dislocator, like so. And whenever we want to come back here, we can just teleport. Let's go home. The reason that I decided to make a pocket dimension is that I wanted to have a mob farm inside. And obviously we have apotheosis in this mod pack, but in order to make a spawner and make it OP, what we need is first off a stupid conduit, because it will ignore players and we don't have to be in the stupid dimension. And secondly, we're going to need a lot of piglich hearts. So I'm not really gonna start making a conduit. What we're going to do is that we're going to go with draconic evolution. Don't really know how, but let us see. Somebody told me that if you come to the fusion thingy, you can shift click the items. Ooh. Okay. Let's get an awakened core. There's a chance it's not connected, yeah. That was actually amazing. Thank you, wise person. It's good for single items. From killing a lot of wither skeletons, I did manage to get a wither skeleton spawn egg. And I guess if we come to another fortress, we should be able to find the spawner. Yeah. Like that one. We convert you into wither skeletons. That works. And then I think using the awakened core, we should be able to pick it up. Yep, let's go home. Don't tell anyone. I made boo-boo. It has been a while, so first off, you don't really have to pick up the spawner using awakened cores. The cores are just basically upgrades. You can pick them up with the draconic core as well. Another thing is that if you place it down, the soul is gone. And that's really not good, because now I have to get a wither skeleton soul. Or even a spawn egg. But we do have a llama soul. Let's test it. So this is the draconium core and the rates are garbage. If we move to awakened, now it should be faster, right? It's not bad. Actually, it's not that bad. Yeah, actually, it's not that bad. Come on, stop. We break you, and I'll get rid of the llamas. For gathering souls in Draconic Evolution, you have to kill the mob using Draconic tools, and there is a very low chance that you will get a soul. There is also an enchantment called Reaper, but unfortunately, I don't have it. That will greatly increase your chances. But it's fine, we have mob grinding utilities. I can get extra spawn eggs for wither skeletons. Like so. We just need the chickens. Yeah, I have 2 spawn eggs. Perfect. So this time we're not gonna make a boo-boo. We use a cardboard box and we take the actual spawner. Shut up. I don't want to lose the content, is the thing. So I'm not really sure. Maybe you do need to have the soul. Let's give it a try. Oh no, it works. Okay, you don't need the soul. Yeah, but once you place it down and break it, you will lose the soul. Perfect. We're good. For a grinder, I wanted to use the mob masher from mob grinding utilities. The problem is that the looting upgrade requires a looting book. And a looting book, if you don't want to go with Ars Nouveau, requires a skull. It's a bit of a problem, but I think I have found a solution. I'm just dissolving some apatite. That is going to give me hydroxyl apatite. And let's get an extra combiner. We can ask you to give us skulls. What? Stop. That one. Yes. And that should give me skulls if I have enough of them. Yeah. Easy. Ish. I do say it's easy, but this is not a 100% chance. So yeah, it's been a while, but I just needed 4 more skulls and I'm done. That will bring my total up to 10. Of course, we are going to have smite because we have wither skeletons, we're going to have looting. What else is there? Honestly, I don't care about wither skeleton skulls, so I guess that's it. Should we burn them too? Now, so my fellow Dark Ones, this is going to be our mob farm. We do have the mob masher, we have vector plates, and we have an absorption hopper, which I'm just gonna entangle. So I guess let us see if everything works. We want to change the spawners into wither skeletons and some cores. Oh, we're good, we're good. I'm sorry. If we place them, they should spawn. Oh my goodness, I wasted the cores. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a good news and a bad news. The good news is you can't really waste the core. You get the core back. And of course the bad news is you can't get Essence of the Undead through automation. Meaning that you have to kill the mobs manually, which is not great. So what does that mean for us? Well, super simple. Mob farm has to be manual. That is perfectly fine because I was planning to have more dimensions, it's just that we're not going to use it for a mob farm. We're just going to use them for the additional machines that I want to have. Also, since a lot of you guys have been hating me for doing Draconic Evolution, I'm going to honor you by doing a bit more Draconic Evolution and unnecessary things. I like doing that. I'm sorry. I thought maybe I should also point out that I'm a jerk, but you guys probably know that by now. Because I'm doing all of this just to bury you guys. So me being a jerk should be evident. Although I'm a jerk with beautiful eyes, I just noticed. The only thing that a manual mob farm requires is that you need to have a fence, you need to have a spawner, and then you just whack them. However, instead of placing down the spawners over here, we're gonna place it down there, you know, like so. They should spawn and fall into the void. Go to hell. Then what we're going to do is that we're going to make a ring of draconium infused obsidian, you know, something like this. Yeah, we shall have a dislocator receptacle, and then we shall bind a dislocator to exactly here. And then, you know, put it inside the receptacle, like so. Didn't work. Ah, yeah. I had to remove the moss first. So we take you out, put you in. No, I thought there's a bug. There's no bug. But yeah, we have a draconic evolution portal, and all the skeletons should come over here. I saw one being teleported. Ooh, my goodness. So many mobs. I like mobs. We have to turn it off though, because otherwise I'm going to crash my game. You go over there. Come on. Yep. We turned you off. Both of them should be off. Go down. Yay! We have tons of skeletons. Oh, and guess what? There are no mob caps because they're more than 32 blocks away. You know, from the stupid spawner down there. Let's do some filtering. I like filtering. The question is that if I have an absorption hopper like so, do you collect items through block? No. Yeah, my magnet was on. Yeah, you do collect everything through blocks. Perfect. The first time I was doing some filtering with the pipes, I was very confused, so I thought maybe I should bring you in just in case you were also confused like me. You might notice that unlike Ender IO, you can't really specify which items goes where. The filter is at the extraction point. So for example, if you want the essence of the undead to go to a specific barrel, you have to take your filter destination tool. You know, you sneak and right click on the barrel, and then over here you have to put it in. Then we're getting a lot of apotheosis gems, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to remove every NBT. Like so. So the only thing that it's going to accept is apotheosis gems. Any gem will do. Then we set the destination and it should go there. Obviously if it's connected. So now we should get the gems here. Perfect. And also graveyard dust as well as essence of the undead. There aren't that many things that I'm willing to keep, is the thing. I just went to get some brass. There's a cheaty recipe for it, but I just remembered that if you want to remove the NBT tag, you can also press this. But the other one gives you the option to edit. Anyways, I needed brass to make some redstone links. Is there a switch? Yes. I love the switch. Far better than a lever. So we shall have the link here, the other one. Throw out the lever. That was a horrible thing to do. And yeah, you don't need the wrench from create. So ladies and gentlemen, the manual mob farm is set up and we do have essence of the undead. Somewhere. Here. Therefore, from this episode, I should be able to take your grave requests. Oh, and by the way, some of you have been suggesting that I should keep the totems because one of them can give me flight, so I'm keeping it. Now that we have a mob farm which works, we need to do something about our spatial IO. You know, the stupid room that we just made. Fear not, I already had a plan. But for that, we need some quantum entangled singularities. Hope that works. It does. We are going to assemble one side of the quantum ring, which is wireless AE2, up here on top of the controller. These are the quantum rings, this is the chamber like so, and we put one of the quantum entangled singularities inside. This on its own does not have any channels, so if we want to have some channels, what we need to do is that we need to provide it with some cables. I'm not using the top side, so I can just do this, you know. A dense cable. It has 2 dense cables, so it has 64 channels. You can also give it power through P2P tunnels. On the other side, we are going to have a separate ring and the other singularity goes inside the chamber. If you see the particle effects, then you're good. For the moment, we shall have a quantum entangle porter. I just had to go back home and bring an energy acceptor and some cables. Because the quantum ring does not accept energy from the quantum entangle porter, apparently. But I have also brought a crafting terminal and I should have access to my AE2 system from here. It took a bit of time to boot, but yeah, we do have access. The first machines that we're going to set up over here are going to be 15 more phytogenic insulators. I thought it's not really a good idea to have all the machines in the overworld, so I transferred them here. Also in the comment section of I think 2 episodes ago, some of you guys have been suggesting that instead of just linkage amplifiers, I should use some of the efficiency nullifying upgrades. Well, technically you suggested that I use 2 of these and 1 of these and skip the cyclical processing. So yes, thank you, this works much faster, but no, I'm not removing the cyclical processing. Because then I have to process all the seeds, filter them in, filter them out. This is easier. Also, Yeah, it's not 15. Should have been 16 phytogenic insulators. It's fine, I have already ordered like 20 of them. The next thing that I want to do over here is sieving some endstone. So I already made myself a drawer with a storage bus for endstone. The storage bus has a higher priority, so every endstone that we get from now on comes into this drawer. That obviously has to go inside the hammer. It's going in. Lovely. Which will deposit the crushed endstone inside this oak drawer. I need to get a sieve. I brought the sieve. The sieve is going to export anything to the block which is on the bottom, and that is the storage controller. And here we have the drawers. And yes, you might notice all of them are linked, so we're good. And now if we want to read whatever is inside the drawers, all we need is a stupid storage bus. Like so. I mainly did that for Draconium, Ender Pearls and Chorus Fruit. The rest I don't think we need that many. Also, this is not a very good mesh, it's just a Fortune 5. I have been AFK for a while because I'm making extra CPUs. You know, the 64 million mega crafting storages. And yes, I'm ordering 6 of them. I think I forgot to mention what the hell are in these phytogenic insulators. Well, obviously, some of them are endstone. Then we have Certus Quartz, and yes, that is a duplicate because I'm using a different recipe. In the overworld, I am getting the crystals. Over here, I just have a recipe in order to get Certus Quartz dust. Because the majority of the Certus Quartz I need is going to be converted into silicon. And well, you need to pulverize it first. And just before you mention it, yes, there is a seed for silicon, but it gives you this silicon. And I don't like that silicon. I mean, I think I have to change a few patterns, so what's the point? Besides, converting it into printed silicon takes way longer than crushing it. It's just that I wanted my crusher for other stuff too. Anywho, we also have extra steel, extra iron, extra vibranium, and fluorite and uranium. I could have shown you from here. These are the garbage. All the garbage. I'm getting endstone at a very garbage rate. You're too fast. Yeah, but draconium is good. I can live with that. Let's go home. Moving on. Let us get some Unobtainium. So the way that you would make Unobtainium in this mod pack is that you need vibranium, you need dragon steel, and you need prescient crystal. Prescient crystal is just a vibrant crystal with some shulkers. Where's my cake? Ah, yes. One thing that you should remember is that Unobtainium also has a seed, so we just need to do the recipe 12 times, because each iteration is going to give us 3 Unobtainium ingots. So that means we need 12 shulkers. Let's hope I haven't killed all of them. Well, that is 8. I need 4 more. We will have them, don't you worry. Oh, you're alive. Good. So we have 11, I just need 1 more. Please. Yes, you. Come with me. So what we need is a soul binder, which means we need a slice and splice, which means that even though I haven't sliced and spliced, I need a zombie head. And I already got it. So basically I'm cheating, I made a platform over there, I'm getting zombies, and I'm dropping them on the mob masher with some beheading. Yeah, we got 2. Nice. I don't know if there was an easier way or not. Probably an actual mob farm. Did you shoot a creeper? Jerk. How many of them do I need? Ah, just the 1. Then this should be easy peasy. We just need a pattern provider and some connections. And you know, the stupid capacitor. Cool. So now if I order the logic circuit, are you gonna make it for me? One day? It's not going in. Okay, now it works. You have to put this on push and pull. If you make a boo-boo and just put it on push, it's not gonna craft anything. Cause nothing can go inside. But finally I think I can have my soul binder. Yes, finally. At this very moment, I don't really think we need to automate the soul binder, so I'm just gonna do this manually. Oh, and by the way, I like the old obelisk. This looks weird. Also, a hopper isn't a bad idea. But very cool. For the moment, we have 5 prescient crystals, more are being prepared. Let us get some Unobtainium. I just need enough in order to make a seed, then we don't care. So, can I have 30 Unobtainium? Yes. And the other 6? Lovely. We're done. This is something that I do. It's not a crafting recipe. It's induction smelter. So you go there. Now are you crafting it? Yep, you are. We just got 3. It is not a quest, but we don't care. We shall have our 4 blocks very soon. I don't really remember making Unobtainium seeds was this easy, but honestly I am not gonna complain. For the moment you go inside the phytogenic insulator, and do we have an extra slot? Nope, we just fill it in with Unobtainium. The rest we don't care. We're getting the nuggets. Perfect. While I'm waiting for some Unobtainium in order to upgrade my armor, there is something that we need to discuss. So eventually our goal is to make the Oldemount star, and well, this is the recipe for it. I have been checking and not all of them are horrifying recipes except the pulsating black hole. You need compressed blocks of gold, obsidian, redstone, oak, etc. So most of these things are really not going to be a problem, but some of them are. For example, obsidian. I don't have any production of it and there's no better way of getting it other than mystical agriculture. Otherwise otherwise we are never ever going to get an all the mod star. So we also need dirt. This is something that I should have done a while ago, I guess. Making dirt was so difficult. Thank you. Although I just remembered, you can make dirt using mechanism, no? Okay, they removed the recipe, I guess. So yes, as I was saying, there are a few things that we need to take care of before reaching the stage that we have to craft the all the mod star, and the sooner the better. How much Unobtainium can I have? Okay, 3 more ingots. I just want to craft an extra seed, that's it. I have set up the extra phytogenic insulators for gold, obsidian and dirt. We have extra seeds for Unobtainium, and I think the only thing I have to do is to link these drawers to our system, right? Yeah, they don't have to be connected. They're wireless. Oh, and yeah, I just remembered we shouldn't clog up the system. Let's have a trash can for extra seeds. With the seeds taken care of, I think it's also a good time to start working on ourselves. We do have a decent supply of Unobtainium. I have made the smithing template. Let's get the chest plate. Ooh, great plate of eternity. Oh, wait a minute, that's mine. Okay. Oh yeah, these are the apotheosis things that I got. I thought they came up with cool names. Would have been nice, but the Unobtainium is purple. I like purple. It's just that my purple trim is no longer visible. Actually, I think our cells are ready to... Yes, perfect. So these brand new coprocessors are incredibly fast. So when I'm making solar panels using the big CPUs, it's incredibly fast. With these ones, it's garbage. You're offline. My bad. Maybe you should be just on normal. We don't want to break the cables. Yeah, this is much better. We don't drop anything. Oh my goodness. That was crafting something. That should be like 200,000 iron. How do I get rid of it? Don't worry. Lash is going to save the day at 1 frames per second. My magnet is on. Okay, I'm sorry. We have to cheat a bit. We go to creative. Yeah, we're good. Let's go back to survival. Didn't know it drops the items. I mean, I knew it drops the items, but I thought that's a bug and it's no longer an issue. This time we check before breaking something. Oh my goodness, stop crafting stuff. I right-clicked on it. Again, I'm sorry, we go into creative to delete the items. I'll fix the CPUs, don't you worry. So I have a bit of a problem. It seems my system is full. Yeah, oh, you took all the wrong kind of garbage. You stupid idiot. It's fine. I will fix it, don't you worry. In order to save some of my headaches, I did add 1 more drive inside the cube, and now we need to work on the cells. I also ordered an ultimate solar panel that should take care of a lot of resources. I think. Yeah. A lot of resources. So there is something called a cell workbench, which we can craft. And then we just want that cell to hold the items that we have the most. You know, things like redstone, fluorite. For some reason, these kinds of garbages. Yeah, we can just shift them in, and once we reboot, everything should go here. I made myself an MEIO port. We add the disk, and we try to empty it. Then I will do the exact same thing with all the disks. You know, the issue is that this is a massive cell and it should never get full. The problem were the type of items. So we have to empty it first, then fill it in with the appropriate items. Yeah, now it's empty. Now we have to empty the rest. And once we have emptied them, they should go back into the massive drive that we have. Or we can actually do the exact opposite. Wait. We put the mega item storage cell back in and it should fill in with the items that we want. Okay. That's faster. Way faster. So now the other drives should become empty? Okay, nice. I have been standing here for a while and I was thinking, why is it so slow? You can put acceleration cards and look at the speed now. You see, this is one of the perks of not using drawers. You run into problems. Okay, just to make sure that such boo-boo is never ever going to happen again, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have a drive over here. I will take the storage cell, this is full of items, and we will set the priority on 1000. So all the items that I have specified on the storage cell will go directly to this drive and into the cell, because it does have a higher priority. Once this cell gets full, well, they will go everywhere. Also, it does rain a lot. I don't know why. My fellow Dark Ones, there is one more thing that I want to do before wrapping up today's episode. So over the past few episodes, I have been collecting villagers. And since I accidentally discovered that you can convert villagers into zombie villagers using witch water, we're gonna do that. You know, we want to negotiate on better prices. There's too many of them. Oops, sorry. Doesn't really matter. This is more fun. That was all of them. Cool. Get converted. Lovely. Now, I have made some tablet of restoration, and we're gonna cure them. Lovely. So in addition to curing them, they're also going to like me a bit more. As long as we have source I can keep doing this. This is super fast conversion. Oh, wait a minute. In this mod pack, we can't really change what they do. It's fine. One of the guys that I want is going to be the guy from Applied Energistics. I have barrels everywhere. We try you here. Prices are amazing. That took like 5 seconds. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pluix Researcher. Nice. The thing is, one of them sells me Sky Steel, and I don't think he's going to be the one. You're not the one, right? Oh yeah, you are the one. Good for you. I'm not exactly sure, but I do have a feeling that very soon we have to get into pneumatic craft. So pneumatic craft villagers are going to be incredibly important for us because they're going to give us finished PCBs. We just have to compress some iron with TNT. We run. I don't have to run. We're good. Compressed iron. Nice. I think their point of interest is a charging station. Well, when you have compressed iron, it's actually pretty cheap. Be an engineer. Mechanic, whatever. I don't really care. Transistors are nice. You're doing good. Minigun ammo, not the best. It's something that I don't need anyways. I don't think you're gonna do that. Come on. You can do PCBs. I like missiles. But yeah, that's it. So you, my dearest friend, I'm very sorry. Come. Stay here. Yeah, lava takes time. You go from here. One of the things that you might notice is that my peasant pool, pool of talents, is dwindling. Because they're not cooperating, but this guy sells me finished PCBs. Thank you. You should thank me. I'm not gonna drop you into the void. I thought maybe we should also have someone from Ars Nouveau, and this guy is actually amazing. He does sell you berry rolls, and also the pie, Wixie tokens, and Willspring. Lovely. You come with me. Let's have another one. I like them. Oh, you need a different thing. I'm sorry. Why are you going to jump down? Also, one of the very good things about Easy Villagers mod is that you can just cycle through trades. It's good. Whoa, he has a very big nose and he sells garbage. There are not that many more interesting things that we can get from villagers, so I moved to librarians. This guy sold me Vitality and I have been mix and matching books. And it has been very expensive. This is Vitality 7 and it should give me extra hearts. Probably. Let's wear it. Ooh, lovely. Well, I guess that's the only useful thing you had. I'm sorry. Have a happy life. What's left of it, at least. Hello. How are you? What do you sell? I'm also looking for repair or even capturing is nice. Also, you can assign the cycle trades to a button and it would be easier. I'm just lazy. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, we found what we wanted. Reaper. We just have to mix and match it, as usual. This enchantment is from Draconic Evolution and it will help you gather souls more easier. That is Reaper 5. Do you have more to sell? Lovely. Oh, that's the wrong one. You. Fine, we can manipulate the time. Don't you worry. We can always trade indefinitely. The ultimate solar panel is ready. Nice. I was going to talk about the villagers. We need to automate them. Well, it's not something super fancy or incredibly automatic, but these are auto traders from Easy Villagers mod. We're going to have a transfer gadget from Pneumatic Craft underneath them, and then we will have an ender chest for all of them. Actually, maybe for the guys from Ars Nouveau, we're going to use a different color, cyan, because I want the pies to generate source. So you guys probably already know how this works, but basically you give these guys emeralds and they will automatically trade. And that goes inside our ender chest. For these guys, on the other hand, it doesn't really matter. We either want PCBs or the Sky Steel. And it doesn't have to be fast. But we also need to provide them with emeralds, so let us get some more gadgets. The good thing about them is that it's a pipe, but you can hide it. Also, you can change the mode, because I wanted to extract from this ender chest and this one will be for emeralds. So we're filling the ender chest with emeralds and everything is being automatically traded. And I don't know, maybe we cover it a bit? Yeah, nicer. So very cool. We also have some villagers. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I also think it's a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.